What keeps me motivated? What keeps me motivated is my drive. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing if I'm not if I'm gonna take the extra time out of my day to do something. I'm gonna give it my all. I want to be the best at it. I know bodybuilding is frowned upon and say you the best, you will be the best. I don't care. If I'm doing it, I'm going to give it my all because I want to be the best. I don't train on. I don't cheat on my diet. I don't care what it is. I'm not eating no extra gram of peanut butter. I ain't taking no sipping no diet. I don't even drink soda. You know, you see dudes drinking diet soda. To me, that's weak. I'm a lock in. That's what a real dog is. A real dog can flip that switch, go cold turkey, and get in his bag to get the results that he want to get. You can't say you really want something if you're not willing to flip that switch, no matter how hard it is. Flip the switch and get in your bag. Put in the work that everybody else can't do or having a hard time doing so you can get to where you're trying to go.
What up, though, YouTube? It's your boy Big Take checking in again. We back with another video, man. Y'all see where we at, man. One of my favorite spots. I don't get here often, but when we get here, man, we make it happen. Over here at Southside Iron, man. Hoodied up. Like I say, hoodie season full in effect, baby. You're gonna be hoodied up for a while. But for starters, before we get this video started, I need y'all to do y'all boy a solid, man. Hit the thumbs up, man. And drop 100 in the comment section. It's free. It helps support the channel and it's gonna help the channel get out there so we can continue to grow, man. But today we got Big Back on the menu. We had that cheat meal yesterday. I ain't gonna hold you. My stomach been tore up all day, bro. We ended up getting some, it's called sliders. We went with the sliders. Five Guys was closed by the time I got home and ate my post-workout and, you know. So we got sliders. I have 4 Biggie Smalls burgers and some waffle fries. Delicioso. And I had the new Oreo Reese's. I had 4 of them. And then I had like 6 of the Easter egg Hershey's. The Easter egg Reese's. You know, the ones that's full of that peanut butter. Man, stomach been tore up all day. But the boy feel good. Woke up, weight still the same, so started the new diet today. So we officially in that bag, you know what I mean? We officially in that bag. It's time to really get busy. So we came over to Southside Iron to hit some of my favorite machines. We're gonna throw in a little biceps at the end. I ain't gonna do too much more talking in the intro. Let's get it, man, let's go. All right, y'all, so we finna get it kicked off with my favorite lat pullover machine, man. This joint right here hits good. It's only, out of all of the gyms I go to, this gym and the Cave, American Family Fitness, they got the best lat pullover machines, man. This is a great movement that you can add to your, to your training regimen for just overall back development, man. It's gonna have you looking different. If you pay attention, a lot of gyms don't have them. So that means what? A lot of people aren't performing this exercise. So if you wanna separate your physique from the rest, if your gym have a good lat pullover machine, take full advantage of it, bro. Let's get it. Good stretch. Control. Very important. Let me move this mic because I feel like it's too close. Very important though. When you performing this exercise, don't just move the weight, bro. Don't just move the weight. It's so easy to just sit here and just go with the motion of the machine. You want to keep that chest big. And when you come down, you should be getting a good engagement in your lats. So your lats should be getting a pump. Every time you come down, it should be engaged. So if you have to kind of push into it as you coming down to get a good contraction, then do so. But don't just sit there and just go with the motions. Like I always say, bro, you want to get everything out of the set that you can get, meaning every rep has to count. Don't just be in the gym moving weight. If you're going to put in the time in the gym, be sure to get everything out of it that you can. We added the weight a little bit. Let's get it. Set 2. So peep game. Big chest. Contract. Control that negative on the way back up. Stretch. Boom. Also, guys, y'all know how I've been saying, like, my joints was hurting, and my joints have never hurt it, and I couldn't figure out why my joints was hurting. I figured out why my joints was hurting, bro. So, probably about, maybe about 5 or 6 weeks ago, I had switched from using pink Himalayan salt to Celtic salt. You know, Celtic is a much more cleaner, purer salt, right? But I guess it was too pure. Like, and I couldn't figure, because I stopped, I was eating clean. I ate clean for so many weeks, and my joints were still bothering me as if I was retaining water. And I still would retain water. Like, I'll wake up in the morning and be, normal. But by the time I get to like my 4th meal, I would be retaining water in my legs, and I couldn't understand why. So, the other day, this probably was like so first I had cut out the hot sauce. I'm like, maybe I'm doing too much hot sauce. Maybe my body being super sensitive to it now. So I cut out the hot sauce, and it still was doing it. After a few days, I'm like, well, that ain't the issue. So I said, man, let me switch back to my pink salt. I took the Celtic salt out, and it's been probably about a week and a couple days now. And man, I feel back normal. Legs, not holding no water. Joints feel good. And I'm retaining less water, not only in my legs, but in my upper body as well. My weight dropped, because I kept sitting around, like my weight would fluctuate. I hit a low, and then I shoot right back up to like 245. And I'm like, bro, there's no way. Like, I cut out the Celtic salt, hit a new low, 236 Saturday. You know what I mean? That's why I was able to get that cheat meal, because that boy hit a new low, And also we got a cheat meal for a mental break and a diet break, to get the metabolism fired so we can start this new diet today. Coach cut the foods, and I can say that Retta, if y'all ain't, man, hey man, them peptides, I'm gonna upload the peptides that I'm currently taking in this video. I'm telling you, game changers, bro. If you looking to burn fat, y'all need to hit that link and get them joints. Like I say, we covered up now. We're gonna be covered up for a few weeks. Y'all know how I like to do it when I'm cutting. I don't really like to show too much every day. I like to pop out every now and then, but I'm putting y'all on game, man. Y'all know I got to feel my folks in on the game. Yeah. Oh, yep. Yeah, sir, Ski. That was a good one. We're going to do 2 more of those. This is my favorite exercise, and it works very good. That back, spread that back out, have it nice, wide, and thick, bro. We're going to add a little more weight. Over here's a good angle. Let's get that front angle for this one. Yep. That boy got the hoodie on, the jogger pants, the work boots. Y'all know what time it is, man. Big takeover, you heard? Here we go. That stretch. Ah, yeah. Woo. Oh, yeah. Let's get one more of them bad boys, y'all. All right, y'all, so this is another one of my favorite pieces of equipment. Turn this fan, man. This joint right here, y'all know I'm a sucker for them bent over, them T-bar rolls, them chest supported T-bar rolls. I'm gonna have to put some more things on here, cause I'm kind of short. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be putting these rubber mats down, cause the machine is in favor of taller guys. So I throw these rubber mats down to give me a little leverage so I can reach the handles. Cause I don't want to cheat myself, I want to treat myself. That's more like it. Look at that stretch, good stretch. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, Sirski, that joint is so good. Let's play it up. Whew. Yep. Set 2. Let's get it. Throw them grips on this one. Woo. Played up. Set 3. We slowly add more and more weight. You know what I mean? I'm getting the best angle I can, guys, with the tripod without being in everybody else's way. Like I always say, you want to be very mindful of your surroundings if you film with a tripod in the gym. Well, now we got 4 plates on here. You know, we're gonna take this for a spin and make every rep count. And like I always tell folks, I start with lighter weight, get reps, higher reps, more bodybuilding style. And as I progress with my sets, I slowly incorporate weight. The more weight that you incorporate, the less reps you should be able to perform at some point, right? So that's when you start to do your power sets. You still want to focus on form, getting a good stretch, getting a good contraction, but you won't get as many reps. So that's why I refer to them as the power sets, right? So we're doing the building sets or with the lighter weights. The lighter weights, higher reps, and the power sets is the heavier weight, lower reps. So you're getting power building, you know what I mean? You building the body like a bodybuilder, and you building the strength like a power lifter, all in the same exercise, in the same workout. So let's get it. Ooh. All right, guys. So as you can see, we worked up to our top set. Got 5 plates for 8 reps. The moment this form started to get a little sloppy, I ended the set. So now we back down to 4 plates. I'm gonna do 2 back down sets with these. Like I said, these are my bread and butter. So I don't mind spending a lot of time on rowing exercises. I much rather prefer to spend a lot of time performing different row exercises than doing a lot of lat pull down exercises. Don't get me wrong, lat pull down exercises are very much needed, very essential. But a lot of people shy away from heavy rows. Like I always say, if you want to look different, you got to train different. You know, not only does a lot of people shy away from heavy rows, them heavy rows is what's gonna give you that thickness, that thick, wide back, man. You know, so spend a bread and butter, spend a lot of time doing the heavy rows, and then you can go to the lat pulls where you don't have to lift as heavy. You know, because most people are trying to lift super heavy doing lat pulls, and they form be sloppy anyway. You know what I mean? So while you're fresh and you have a lot of energy, use your energy on exercises where you can move a lot of weight. Then once you get to the lat pulls, I like to look at those movements as detail work, because you want to really keep your form precise on those. So you don't have to go super heavy. You want to go decent. You want to go as heavy as you can while keeping strict form. You know what I mean? It's all about the form when it comes to them lat pulls. With anything for that matter, but really when it comes to them lat pulls, you can get a fairly decent weight and bang out a clean 10 or a clean 8, you know what I mean? Let's get it. Woo. One more. Last set on this exercise. Take them verse grips off. They're kind of getting in my way. Let's get it. Woo. All right, guys, so now we out here in the yard, baby. Finna get some of that outside work in. It's nice and humid out here, too. Still hoodied up, you heard? We finna get some of these underhand high pulls. You know, a lot of gyms, I think, besides imminent strength, I think this is the Well, I'm sure AFF has some. AFF got some of everything, but I don't really use this piece of equipment frequently, no matter what gym I'm at. But I'm gonna get some of that work today. In that yard, baby. Man, this mug sticky. Hold on, let me get my grips, y'all. Y'all see, I like training at them real gyms, man. You know, I train at all of the big dog gyms in the city. You know, I pop out in the commercial gym every now and then, switch up the vibe, you know, get in there, you know, meet some new people and things like that. But for the most part, I like going where I can really get busy. You can get busy in any gym, don't get me wrong, but it's just something about these kind of gyms. You know for a fact, only serious people come into gyms like these. You know, most people, most dudes, they be pretty boys. They put on their pretty outfits, you know, to go train, put on their cologne. Dudes be more focused on looking pretty than getting busy. It's dirty. You finna work out on that, it's dirty. Soft and weak. Tootsie boys, man. So on these, we gonna ISO. You know, you can do both at the same time, but I'm gonna ISO to make sure I get a good stretch, good contraction. This is a very good stretch. Boom. Yep. It's a nice weight too, guys. You ain't gotta go too heavy on this. Good stretch, look at this stretch. Good track, boom. Yep. Put a little more food on the plate, man. So I switched that angle. I think that sun was messing up the shot, you know, so I switched that angle. We added a little food on the plate, and we finna get busy. And I wanna say this, bro. When you doing these, you often see a lot of people with ISO, and they'll lean to the side where they're pulling down to. You don't wanna lean to that side. Keep yourself centered. And I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna do it in the up and down video for a short form. But keep yourself centered on the machine. You know, that way you're hitting a much different angle. You're coming much wider if you keep yourself centered and you come wide, pull wide. Because, okay, so just imagine you come wide, you pull wide, keeping yourself centered. Now you go wide, but you bring yourself over here and you pull it down. You cheating yourself, bro. You want to hit the back from every angle. Stay centered on the machine and hit it at a wider grip. If you want to do a more closer grip, then you just grab the handle at a more closer grip while staying neutral. So let's run this set. Yep. Let's get this work, man. Arf. Arf. Oh, yeah. Arf. Arf. Yep. Let's get work, man. Let's go. So, bam, perfect example. Centered on the pad, get that good stretch. Boom, wide. Boom. Boom. Mm. 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 That way, when you come in, you're able to pull it much further back, going wide, opposed to coming right here. You're cheating yourself right here. You don't want to make the exercises easier by repositioning yourself. Sit on the machine as it was designed for you to sit on it and get the bread and butter, you heard? So we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna keep this angle, show the other side. No swinging and jerking. Good stretch. Boom. Boom. Oh. 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 Yeah. All right, guys. So this is the fourth and final set on this movement. I'm gonna give y'all a different angle. You know, maybe this angle may be beneficial in some way for some people. You know, like I always say, bro, form over weight any day. So we lighten the load a little bit so we can be sure that we getting good quality reps for this last set. Keep your chest on the pad, and you want to try to keep your chest on the pad as you perform the exercise. If you have to come back here and do this, that's not cash, baby. Lighten the load. I'd much rather lighten the load and get as much as I can out of each rep than put hella food on the plate and I'm using my whole body to move the weight. We want to target one specific muscle group on this machine. So you need to use a weight that you can use, that you can control, that will allow you to target that particular muscle group that you're targeting. Let's get it. Good stretch, chest on the pad. Boom. Boom. 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you might not be able to see this side, but I ain't finna move this. I ain't finna move the camera for this set. Y'all right with your boy. Ooh. Ooh. Hey. Oh. Oh. Hey. Oh. Yes, sir. Y'all see the boy out here in this heat, man, in this sun. We ain't scared to be hot. We ain't scared to sweat. I'd much rather bang weight hot and sweaty opposed to cold. You know, that's how a lot of guys injure themselves. They be trying to bang weight cold. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like commercial gyms. It be too cold in there. Well, that mud sound good, boy. Yeah, dudes be trying to bang weight cold. And, like, dudes be scared to get down and dirty. Man, you don't go to no gym to be cold. Where y'all boys start? Where y'all learn to work out at? Y'all be trying to go to the gym and look like pretty boys. Jokers be trying to be like these internet dudes, trying to be all cute. Man, y'all see me, man. I don't put that. I put on some decent clothes, some decent gym clothes. If I'm going to a gym, you know, like Absolute Recon, you know, I kind of, you know, jazz it up a little bit. But if I'm coming to really put in dog work, like a gym like this, or the gyms that I go to on the primary, I ain't putting on no pretty clothes, man. You know what I mean? Because for starters, when you putting in that work, bro, and you building your body, you can wear anything and get it and look yoked. You know, you ain't got to put them pretty clothes on to get no attention from no females. When you in shape, when you really putting in that dog work, they gonna look anyway. You know what I mean? Dudes be putting on they $100 gym outfits, $200 shoes, man. Trying to go in the gym and look cute and don't be putting in no work. Y'all see, I rock the sponsors, Southside Iron, Y'all see I stay rocking. M in this strand. Coalition got to get some hoodies so I can rock me a Coalition hoodie. But y'all see me, man, I put on, this is the stuff I wear to work. You know, when I leave from punching at 9 to 5 o'clock, I come punch that my grind clock, you heard? We ain't trying to look cute. We'll look cute and show the body when it's time. But in the meantime, between time, we on that grind putting in that work. So when it's time to shine, we gonna shine. That boy got bars, you heard? All right, guys. So now we over here on the seated row machine. This is gonna be the final exercise for back day today. Actually, I take that back. I'm gonna do some regular lat pull downs after this, and then that'll be it for the back exercises. Like I always say, bro, you don't have to go in the gym and do a ton of different exercises. If you pick a select few exercises and execute the exercises correctly, that's all you need, bro. You don't have to be doing 10 different movements, 20 different sets each exercise. You don't have to do that. If you pick 4 to 5, between 4 and 6 exercises, make those exercises count. You know, it's gonna be repetitive. It's bodybuilding, bro. That's why they call it repetition. You know, you wanna pick the select movements that your body responds to the best from your evaluation or from someone else's evaluation. And you perform those exercises and keep trying to progress in those exercises. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those guys who go in the gym trying to make up cute exercises to go viral on the internet or to get attention in the gym or to look cute. I do what's proven to work, bro. I don't try to reinvent the wheel, man. So we're gonna get work on this right here. This another one of my favorites. This joker right here ain't no joke either. You ain't gotta go heavy on this. You really can't go super heavy on this mug. Y'all see the boys training big back. Today we hit legs yesterday. Yesterday was a cheat day. So I hit legs yesterday to earn that cheat meal. Now I'm hitting another large group today to utilize that cheat meal, you know, utilize those extra calories, you know, to put them towards an extra body part that of course I would like to make improvements on my whole body, but you know that back gonna separate you. So I moved my days around. Instead of doing push-pull legs, I did push legs pull, you know, for that specific reason. Because yesterday would have been back day, which would have been cool, but today would have been shoulder day. I'd much rather train back after a large cheat meal opposed to training shoulders on a large cheat meal, you know what I mean? That's just my logic, you know, my train of thought when it comes to it. We're gonna get 2 more over here. Good stretch, look at that stretch. Boom, keep that chest on the back. Boom, like that. Ooh, oh yeah. Man, yes, Sersky. Oh yeah. All right, man. I must say, you know, y'all know after we decided to not do USA's, you know, the boy went on a bench, you know. And like I tell folks, bro, like, I ain't saying reverse dieting don't work or that you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying, I've never successfully done the reverse diet. I like to, after a hard prep, I like to feed myself back up because I like to get back to the training that I enjoy. Banging that heavy weight. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I did things, I did things a little different. I made sure, so usually I just fly off the handle and eat a ton of bad food. Just straight bad food. No good food. For at least like maybe a month or two, being honest. This time, I had a balance. So most days, I would go, 5 meals clean. And by the time after my workout, I eat my 4 meals, breakfast, meal on break, meal on lunch, pre-workout meal. And I come home, eat my post-workout meal. And after my post-workout meal, it's usually when I have my cravings for like sugars or burgers or pizza or whatever the case, But I'm saying that to say, bro, I can honestly say I think I benefited from going on the bench because I was still doing cardio and I was still going to the gym. Most people after a prep or after a hard diet, they be like, I'm gonna take an 8-week break or I'm gonna take a 2-week break and this and that. And they just be eating. Man, this is the first time after April show, that was the first time that I can recall that I didn't train the next day, unless I was traveling the next day. You know what I mean? So unless I was traveling the next day, I'm usually in the gym the next day getting busy. And the reason I didn't get busy in the gym the following day at the April show is because all my family was in town from California, who I don't see on the regular. And they was flying out that morning. So we did breakfast at the house in my crib. And the boy went crazy on the food. Hey, it was well worth it. But after this diet, man, I'm gonna try to reverse diet, guys. But it just be so hard for the boy. Cause I'm a real life foodie, man. Like I love food. You know how they go to the classes? My name is such and such, such and such. And I'm an alky. My name Big Takeover, you heard? And I'm addicted to food. I'm addicted to pancakes, pizza, burgers, donuts, cookies, peanut butter pretzels, cinnamon rolls, ice cream. What else, y'all? What else I like? Man, I can't think fast enough. I done messed up the freestyle, man. Soft and weak, boy, can't even rap. Let's go. I'm gonna do 2 more, y'all. Since I talk so much, I'm trying to freestyle. Hey. Oh. Ah. Ha. 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 Woo. Yes, sir. Let's get this final set, guys. All right, we got to speed up the pace here a bit. It's 7:39, and the boy got to be at work. Dang, bro. Watch tripping. Dang. Yeah, the boy got to be at work at 5 in the morning, so I got to speed it up. I got things I got to do tonight before bed. All right, guys, so instead of doing those sets of pull downs, I'm gonna hit a set of biceps and I'm gonna get out of here. I mean, I'm gonna do more than one set, of course, I'm gonna do 3 sets of biceps, and I'm gonna get out of here. Reason being, like I said, it's already 7:40. I got at least a 30-minute drive home from this gym. So, like I said, I gotta eat, shower, and spend time with the fam before bed. You know, before we get up and do the grind all over again. Sleep is very essential, so I want to be sure I'm getting good sleep. Oh yeah, 20 reps, that was light, so I went on and banged out 20. So I'm gonna do 2 more sets of this. I'm gonna increase the weight a bit, get a set of 10, 2 more sets of 10, and that's gonna be it for this workout. I should be out the door by 7:50. So we're gonna keep it rolling. Keep that joint rolling. Yep. Oh yeah, that's more like it. We're gonna get 1 more set, guys, and we out this count. Woo. All right, guys, so that's it, man. That's it for today's back and a little tab of biceps, man. Heavy pull day, heavy roll day, I should say. The boy gonna take a rest day tomorrow. We gotta get the kids situated for school, and we got a lot of stuff going on. My son get his braces taken off tomorrow. We got an open house for the kids for school. It's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. So tomorrow is gonna be a rest day, but y'all won't be able to tell because we still got footage to drop. I've been slacking on the footage, I know, but we gonna get back to it Friday, man. So y'all be sure to drop them hundreds in the comment section for your boy. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel, share the videos, and hit those links in the description and utilize those links, man. Help yourself with them discount codes, man. It helps. It helps me and family takeover, however you say it, the takeover family, all right? But I appreciate y'all, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Holla back at your boy.